Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dolly and I'm so grateful to have you here with me one more time. And on today's episode, I want us to talk about the meaning of success. People tend to relate success with big events, right? Or big achievements. I can tell you how far it is from the truth, right? At least to me. But before I go any deeper, let's find out what Google says about the meaning of success. Based on Google University, it says success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. Let that sink in. It says the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So in this case would be you accomplishing something that serves a purpose. To whom? To you. Okay. So we're going to let that sink in. Now, let me share with you a successful story, at least to me. Yesterday, I feel like my day was very successful. Okay. And not because I received like a huge news or I got a raise or anything of that nature, right? Today was a successful day for me just because I was able to return all my Amazon packages. So I can tell you this, I went as far most of the time as to go to my account, request a refund and then do the return labels, print them, package everything and put it on my trunk, right? Just to end up being there on my trunk, living there rent free. And by the time I remember about those packages, I can no longer return them because the expiration date has expired. And guess what? All that money was just gone, right? I literally throw that money away. And I was like, you know what? After work, I'm going to go ahead and return all those Amazon packages, which I've done several times. As I stated earlier, that I will go ahead and print my labels and have my QR download on my phone and things of that nature. But yesterday, I had so many packages that needed to be returned, and most of them I had to go to different places, right? Different locations. You know how sometimes on Amazon you can have packages that you can drop at USPS, or you have to go like to calls or different locations, right? So it was one of those cases. And I went to calls, I dropped something, I went to Whole Food, I dropped something, and I had a few packages left for UPS. And guess what, guys? That voice kicked in. And I started feeling so lazy to go to my last stop. I already did all of them, but my last stop was like, maybe we can do it on Monday, or I don't know which other day of the week, but you're good. And I almost caved in. And I was like, nope, we're not doing that. We're going to go ahead and do as we say we're going to do. And guys, I dropped all my Amazon packages. Now, why am I telling you this story? Because probably you're like, oh my gosh, she's so dramatic. It's just Amazon return. You're probably right. I am dramatic, but I'm dramatic to you because for me, that was a successful day. So the same way for you, being successful means getting married, right? Finally finding the man or woman of your life. You're going to have someone out there that for them to feel successful, they need to have $1 million on the account. You're going to have someone that or someone else that for them to feel successful, they must own a home. For them to feel successful, they must gain $20 million contract. For them to feel successful as human beings, they must have a kid. For them to feel successful, they must have the dream car. You can fill in the blank. That's exactly my point. Success is tailored to each and every one of us. My success supposed to be mine, not you. You shouldn't understand my success the same way I shouldn't understand your success, or I could understand your success, but be happy for you, but not feel like your success has to portray some type of feelings towards me. And I agree. So we live in a world that we tend to compare ourselves with other people's success. And that's so wrong. That's so wrong. Why do I say that? Because you can now see someone on social media posting that they just got a home, right? And probably you live in an apartment. And once you see that person posting a house that, oh my gosh, I finally own a home, you might feel that now you're not successful because, oh my gosh, you still live in an apartment. But looking at that as the meaning of success is so far from the truth, because I currently live in an apartment, and guess what? I'm not interested in buying a home. I don't want a home. So maybe my goal is to buy a plane, right? So once I go ahead and I buy my plane, whoever just posted on the Instagram that they got a home and see my post with my plane, guess what goes to their mind? Oh my gosh, I'm not as successful as her. So if we keep going on this habit of comparing ourselves to other people's success, we're not going to do well in life, because if you feel as a failure, you're probably going to start acting as one. It's that simple. So I don't want you to look at my life and be like, oh my gosh, since she has a plane, then I'm not as successful as her. No, two things needs to happen. Okay. You can either look at my life and take it as an inspiration that, whoa, if she was able to buy a plane, living on an apartment, I wonder what kind of habits she has in place, right? That made that possible for her. And use that as a field, right? To be like, you know what? Oh, if she can do that, I'm sure I can do something for myself as well. If she can do that, me too, I can accomplish my goals. And then you go back to your goals. And based on your goals, you might apply the principles that are probably used to achieve the goal of buying my plane, right? One of those habits can be something as simple that, okay, how much money I've been saving. So what are my savings? What are my financial habits? You see what I'm saying? I don't know if you're getting me. So basically what I'm trying to say here that is that success is tailored to every one of us. My success has nothing to do with your success, and your success has nothing to do with my success. Maybe I can take your success as an inspiration. But if you can take someone's success as an inspiration, then move on, because we are not here to look at people and feel like, oh my gosh, they are better than us. Obviously, you have to be realistic, right? You can't think that, oh my gosh, you know everything, you can do everything with moderation. Like what I'm trying to put on your mind, hopefully, is that always stay focused to your goal. If your goal is you want to buy a home 5 years from now, it doesn't matter if you've seen people yesterday, today buying homes. That was not on your plan. It wasn't on your plan to buy a house tomorrow. The people you seen that they're buying a house tomorrow, probably they've been having that goal for the past 10 years. You see? Now you only see the highlights of them buying that home. You don't see the 10 years they've been struggling to be able to achieve that goal. So stay focused to yourself. And going back to my Amazon example, I felt so successful. Once, because I was able to achieve what I said I was going to do, and I was able to push through my, I guess, laziness, and my Amazon returns wasn't even up to $300. But guess what? It wasn't about the money at all. It's about me accomplishing something that was on my to-do list and something that was important to me to do, right? That's the same energy I want you guys to have with your goals. Use everything you see outside as an inspiration, right? Or let it go. And sometimes you have to be honest to yourself. If you're someone that tends to feel jealous or tends to feel discouraged when they see other people succeeding on social media, then don't watch those things. You're already trying to set yourself for failure because you know your weaknesses. So don't go towards your weaknesses. Stay away from them, right? Anyways, I was just excited to share, this little encouragement about staying focused to your goals. Once again, I will never get tired of saying that. And I'm literally talking to myself because I'm guilty of all these things I've been talking about. I'm human after all, right? So I always, sometimes when I look at something and I feel like my mood is changing, I always have to analyze it real quick. Like, okay, what's going on? What just made you feel this way? Is it because she's driving a Bentley, to give you an example, right? You can be like, oh my, but then do you really want a Bentley? Is it even like your favorite car? Probably not, right? So that person loves a Bentley. Maybe you love, I don't know, Maserati. You get my point, right? Stay on top of your thoughts and stay strong. Okay, stay strong. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you took, like one thing from this episode. And if I have to choose what I want you to take from my episode, is your life matter. Your timing matters, but it matters to you, only to you, right? It doesn't matter to your neighbor. As a matter of fact, don't even compare yourself to your siblings. You guys can grow in the same household with the same parents, but end up having totally different goals. Even so, stay focused to yours. Your sister might want to be a doctor, but you want to be a pilot, right? Or another one wants to be, I don't know, fill in the blank. My point is, success is tailored to each and every one of us. Just think of success as a pair of jeans. Sometimes you can be medium. You can have three women being medium in jeans, and you bring a medium jeans and it fits to one person, but it doesn't fit to the two other people. Or it fits to the three of them totally differently, but they all size medium in jeans. You see? So don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like a failure if just because you've seen someone else being successful. And with that in mind, social media are just highlights. I just highlight. You might see that person that bought a house, but then you don't know 3 months from then if they can even afford a house. How they might be struggling to keep up with that purchase they did out of, I don't know, trying to pretend that they made it, right? But that's a story for another day. The goal here is to always stay humble and focus to your goals. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. And guess what? Now I have $300 extra that was going to go back to my account. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on my next one. Bye.